Crimechurch, Marty, Chapter 6, Not the Revolution I Planned. Mona's dad keeps trying to clip my nipples with the barbecue tongs, acting all alpha for his wife who has makeup on and hairspray holding her hair up as if this gathering is some kind of show. I feel like shaking them. This is a token visit, y'all. You're lucky we're not at some barbecue at the Road Nights pad. We can act posh for a day, but don't expect us to go straight-o for you. We're standing in our togs by the pool at his place with towels around our shoulders at his mercy, trying to decide whether the pool or the deck is less cold. Mona's dad picks on everything about me, my cigarillos, my soul patch goatee, the guitar tat over my heart that says this machine kills fascists. He says communism's a kind of racism. He's mega proud just because he's one of the last purebred South Island Marty, apparently. Whatever, dude. Getting away from his lectures is the only reason I dip my head under the pool. Me and Mona have to duck into the bathroom to spray the stuff in our eyes every now and again, the stuff that makes the redness clear out. Mona's dad used to be a cop and he hates drugs. Mr. Takatimu thinks just because he can win the game of life, so can everyone. He doesn't understand the game is rigged for people like us. We play volleyball in his pool, and Mona's old man complains every time he sets up a shot that I miss. He complains that I'm wearing board shorts instead of togs. He complains about the amount of tomato sauce I squirt on my sausage. He tells me to take the cap off my head when I'm in the pool. He keeps throwing out these cringe jokes about making an honest woman out of his daughter. I've got an old thin 2HC tattoo on my shoulder done with biro, ink and a needle, and I keep trying to cover it up with a towel, and he keeps yanking the towel off my shoulders so he can make fun of my tat, and the wind knits my skin, and I'm tempted to give the guy a hiding. I couldn't do it myself. Mona's dad is as tall as the sky, but I know people who would do it for $20 if I texted them. I give up answering him back. I sit on the deck and drink my tui beer and try and please the cunt. I fall into line, accept his opinions. We watch Mona's mum plait her daughter's hair while we limp through conversation about how Mona's working towards her own home beauty therapy business. At least in the old man's mind she is. The dude's got no idea how his baby girl pays the rent. He thinks Mona works night shift at a gym. When we can't take Mona's irritating dad anymore, we say we've got to fetch a picnic, and we scurry to the street, lock the doors of my car and use the tinted windows to cover ourselves while we hit the pipe. The blood rises in our ears, the bullshit sinks. Everything becomes true and deep and thrilling. The air, our gums, the car, windows. We drive in our togs, steaming and swearing and cackling and sucking on soothing smoke till we find a cheap enough looking motel out Hornby Way on West Coast Road. Mona's pinched her dad's credit card. We've got at least a week until we get a phone call that'll end everything. Either it'll be American Express or it'll be the cops. I tell her this as I lie with my head on her lap, watching Motel Sky TV, while Mona strokes me like a baby and hums this jingle she loves from an advert for Panasonic heat pumps. I text my little brother Winnie and ask if he's safe. The little asshole responds, "Safer than when you were living here." Whatever, little bro. I force a few more text messages on him. I ask him if he wants to catch up. He reckons he's busy playing Warhammer, presumably in the safe basement of some Caucasian Kashmir mansion. It's the right choice, to be honest. I'm glad he doesn't want to enter my atmosphere. I pray Mum carries on ironing his undies for him each weekend. You know what? I pray he remains safe and nerdy, bubble-wrapped in familiar things, never taking risks. I pray he is never in the same room with Jade Slattery. The latest charge on the Amex gets rejected. Time to gaff it. We agree to jump on a plane and jet to Australia. Start a new life. We cruise towards the airport to look at flight times, though I start heading the wrong way down Memorial Drive and I end up on this little service road that takes us into the Botanic Gardens. In a closed-off room in the Canterbury Museum, I take for Mona an ancient Moabone hairpin from a Māori mannequin. I smuggle it out. Makes her smile for 5 seconds, and then she starts scratching her wrists again. Fuck. Gotta distract her. We've gotta sweat the product out. We spend the day feeding geese, swishing our toes in the paddling pool, making plans for babies, a wedding, a crib in Littleton, with a view of the harbour. We lie on the grass and we spot Rorschach patterns in the clouds. In my backpack is some of my favourite literature, shoplifted from Scorpio books. Motorcycle Diaries, Steal This Book, The Fire Next Time by Baldwin. Love takes off the masks that we fear we cannot live without and know we cannot live within. I croon. I love that song, Mona goes. That's R. Kelly, eh? We sneak a couple of hits on my pipe in the Victorian greenhouse. We stroke the sweaty leaves of banana plants. We tickle tropical palms, wasted on love. We have a picnic of souvlaki. We treat ourselves to some premium Benson and Hedges ciggies. We might have to sleep in my car tonight, though, for now, because being outside is all that matters. The sun roasts our skin gently. I want to hear Mona's cute little stoner laugh, so I seize the neck of the swan, squat on top of it, tell her to jump on the back and come for a ride in the clouds. She's so embarrassed she starts walking off while I'm getting flapped at. Japanese tourists take photos of me on the swan. I let it go and I chase Mona down. We smoke and laugh and drive out to Ferrymead and spend our sunset mocking the corny old dresses and tractors and iron tools, drunk on giggles. That's us for the next week, burning the city for laughs. I stand in front of a tram till it's forced to stop and the old driver is so pink in the face with rage he takes a swing at me. In the library, I rip the electronic tag out of this book about red pandas and I gift the book to her. There is a drought on meth and Mona's mood becomes black. I blindfold Mona, drive her across the city and she says, all flat, I hope this is better than the last time I got kidnapped. And you know what? It's not even a joke. We arrive at Willowbank, stand in front of the cage, and I take off her blindfold. I tell her, if she's not fucking impressed by now, I'll just give up on her. She puts her ruby lips against my ears and whispers, you won't give up on me. They're red pandas. Ailuris fulgens, according to the visitor guide I nicked from reception. I ask her if she wants me to steal one of the little piss-smelling beasts or not. It's okay, Marty, she tells me, kissing my neck so I get a little semi. I know you could if you wanted. Yeah, whatever. Our careers counsellor in school used to bring in tryhards from the Air Force to give us lectures about seizing the day. I almost believed it too. But my life is not the revolution I planned. All I do is dig. We find a bench to collapse on. There is a plinth with a bird bath dating back to the 1850s. We spark up a cone and talk about the old-timey English people. Settlers stepped off the first 4 ships and built an entire civilization. And here's people like me, burning it down, cone by cone.